Whoa. 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 If you got it on your mind, you should say it with your chest. When the blind lead the blind, keep one eye on all the rest. When it's on, then it's on. It ain't no more time for prep. I ain't holding back for nothing. Ain't depending on no rep, cause I'm a beast. I'm a boss. Somebody gon' get it. Take a shot. Somebody gon' get it. That's your loss. Somebody gon' get it. Throw a jab. Catch a cross. Somebody gon' get it. Yeah. The beast is ready to feast, and you look just like some meat. Whoa. Cool like Hank, I'm an X-Man. Cold world out in the wasteland. Old school out in the backyard. The little dudes pumps, but
How you doing, everybody? This is the Artist Link Live, and I'm here with our featured artist, Legit.
What's up? What's up? How y'all doing?
All right, so first off, I see you doing everything big. We're here at Vision Studios in Atlanta, having a great time. I see you putting down your new track. What's it called again?
This one right here is called I'm a Beast.
And it's going on what project?
It's going on my upcoming project called The Wine Collection.
The Wine Collection?
Uh-huh.
All right, that sounds nice. That sounds nice.
Yeah.
So where'd you get the name Legit from?
It's kind of a name that's just kind of stuck with me ever since I started rapping. I pretty much started back in like high school, probably like 9th, 10th grade. I actually used to write like poetry and stuff before that.
Right.
And then, I kind of got a little bit into producing and kind of mixing stuff just off cassette tapes and things of that nature back in the day. And one day I was just like, well, what if I try to put this poetry to a little rhyme? And then I started kicking flows and freestyles, kind of made a name for myself. And as far as the nickname just came from, a lot of people said I kind of had the same flow and hustle as some of the dope boys and things like that, but at the same time I wasn't out there really selling drugs and things like that.
Right.
It was just like, yeah, you legit.
Right. You got a story to tell.
It kind of came with the flow too, because my flow was legit, and I just kind of took it and ran with it.
You took it and ran with it. Cool. So one of the things I want to talk about today is about people coming out and they're actually putting themselves in a position for their passion. They're spending their own money.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're on their own grind. They don't have major labels backing them up. You're one of those people. You're an indie artist, and you're out here making great music. So I just want to know, where did your grind really start from? When did you really decide, look, this is what I want to do, and I want to invest in myself?
Right. Great question. I think just I had a lot of good influences, just with family and a strong father figure and mother figure in my household. And they just always instilled a good work ethic in me. And I come from a family of people that are just hard workers and smart workers too. So I guess that, before the music and everything, that was just kind of already in me. As far as just my approach to, just music and being an independent artist, I came to the realization, when I was younger, it was more of a just straight passion. And I don't want to compromise that at all. And I don't want to sell out, and you kind of have that mentality. But then you get to a point where you almost have to compartmentalize, where you have to get lost in that creative side, but then you have to realize, this is actually a business too. So you have to actually start making moves and trying to invest in your craft and invest in your business, just like you would if you were opening a shoe store or opening a restaurant, or it's actually a product at the end of the day if you're trying to make a living off of it.
Right, correct. I dig that to the fullest, because that's what I see for myself. Investing in myself, it started with just a simple little interface in the mic, and just trying to take it from there and see where it go. And then it went from that to me going to Full Sail and trying to go to school for music, and you know what I mean, and just taking it to that next level and just trying to do something with what you have. You can't waste your talent.
Right, and you gotta package it right too. And just cause take Sony, they make headphones or whatever. They make a lot of stuff, but we'll just take headphones for instance. Headphones are hot now. What if Sony they didn't put no kind of, label on it, they didn't color the headphones, they came in a little plastic bag. It might be a great quality product, but just the packaging and just what's around it, you'd be like, I'm not getting that.
Right.
Because they invest in their brand and how everything looks, and they make the package look, that just adds to the quality of what they already bringing to the table. So it's the same thing with music and anything else. You have to package it correctly too, and position it correctly.
Right. A question I like to ask everybody I interview, First time in the studio.
Okay.
I don't care if it was the most rinkiest thing.
My first time in the
trap studio,
man.
rinkiest studio ever. First time in the studio.
Back in high school, just kicking it. My first rap crew that I kicked it with was called The Legion. And man, we used to go to dude named Greg Taylor, man. He I guess you could call it a studio, but it was just the basic desktop computer with the little. It wasn't no microphone like a drum mic or like a condenser mic or nothing like that. It was just a little computer mic, like a little stick.
Right. I think everybody started with a computer mic.
Man, we was in there, vocals over modulated, and we would just happen to have something on CD, man. But yeah, that would probably be the first experiences in the studio, just fumbling through recording. You know?
Right. So, when it comes to musical influences that you've had, like, name some of your, I guess, top 4, top 5.
Okay. That's hard because I kind of got separated between, because I'm based in hip hop, so I have my rappers, and then I also have, just music in general.
I'm talking about music in general because, like, it gotta be, you know what I'm saying? People gotta expand their mind frame outside of just, you know what I mean, the hip hop, and that's what it's all about. So, I mean, in general, top 5.
It's so tough because I guess it would change daily, but it kind of rotates daily. But like my favorite vocalist of all time is actually Sade. Like her voice just enchants me. And some people will argue that Michael Jackson or Prince or whoever is like the best singer or entertainer or whatever. But for me, she just, I don't know, just something about her voice. I just get lost in it. It just feels very genuine and warm, and so that's actually my favorite vocalist of all time. It's cool if I don't really do a top 5. I just kind of like ramble.
Right. Whoever influenced you, pretty much. Not the top 5. Whoever influenced you most.
I'm into like I listen to a lot of like oldies kind of coming up because my mom she was always playing like vinyl records and things like that. So I used to listen to a lot of movie scores. So that kind of got me like interested in just making like big epic music. And then just as far as like artists, like some of the older ones I really like probably be like let's see, Willie Hutch, or what I'm saying.
Willie Hutch is a good one. I ain't never heard nobody say that.
Yeah,
I better find out about Willie Hutch.
Yeah, Willie Hutch, Benny King. My dad used to listen to a lot of blues, so B.B. King and things of that nature. Just always Jelly Roll Morton. And just people that would put that that soul into it. And then as far as just I guess a little bit newer into it and like rapping and stuff, like I'm from the Dirty South, so we listen to Jay-Z and Nas and Snoop and everybody from all these different coasts. But for us, like, man, somebody like a Bun B or Pimp C and 8Ball, MJG, those were the legends for me and my people. Player Fly,
right. People don't know about Player Fly like that.
Oh yeah, I was heavy into like Tennessee and Memphis rap at one point in time.
About Little Troy,
Gangsta Black, all that, man. But it's so hard to really just pick like influences because I listen to so much music.
Right.
From this ambient movie scores to Art of Noise or Kenny G. I mean, I listen to it all.
Right. So say you got this big dream collaboration. Okay. Who would you do that with? Sade?
Yeah, she would be singing the intro up into the first hook, then I'll bust a verse, and might get Andre 3000 and Nas on there.
Oh man, that's the top name. That's a hit automatically.
Yeah.
That's a hit automatically. All right, so let's talk about your up and coming project, the Wine Collection. Mm-hmm. So I've heard the Wasteland Prince. Sit there, I listened to maybe I heard the first 2 tracks that I seen on your SoundCloud.
Appreciate
so I listened to those and I really felt the intake and the passion in it, the whole concept of it. Now I want to go back and listen to the whole Wasteland Prince, which y'all can check out on datpiff.com.
Yeah, it's on DatPiff.
Right.
Self-titled.
So the Wine Collection, like what is this what is this masterpiece that you're coming up with? We got one track already that I'm hearing, and it sounds excellent.
Yeah, really the whole concept that I'm running with now is just sticking with the whole theme, because I kind of added the Wasteland Prince later, because Legit was the name I had coming in, you know, just the rapping and everything, and just anybody making music, you know, it's ups and downs. So I've had time where I stepped away from music, times where I'm back in it, but I'm, you know, back into it heavy now. And when I added the Wasteland Prince, it just kind of like after I graduated college, you know, just really out here making a living on my own. Basically, like, just kind of realizing, like, you know, we out here, we living in the so-called, you know, world of today. But if you look around, you know, it's a lot of people with you know, college debt hanging over their heads. It's a lot of these companies, a lot of just, you know, poisoning a lot of the food, and yeah, and just looking around, like, you know, it's a lot of, the cost of living is going up. I mean, and it's hard for, like, the average person. And then, like, when you see all these images and all this, like, portrayals of wealth and all these people having this good time, but when you look around, I mean, there's a lot of conflict in the world. It's a lot of social unjust. And to me, that's where we really living at. And even though, like, America is so-called one of the richest countries in the world, but, you know, our education, you know, is kind of lacking behind, you know, some other countries and things of that nature. And, like, the things that they give you and tell you that, hey, you need to be entertained and happy with this, it's just like, you know, like, what is life? Is it really the newest phone? Is it really the newest TV? Like, you know what I mean? So the Wasteland is kind of like an intangible, like, kind of like idea, but it's just kind of like a land that we all living in, when you have, like, the vast majority that's living in the 99% and there's the 1%.
Right.
So if you're 99%, you're out here in the wasteland, and you gotta settle the land and make a living.
Exactly.
And as far as, like, I know you asked, that's just kind of like a backstory, but when you're talking about the wine collection, like, I'm tying the whole label of being a prince of that grime and and grittiness. Like, each mixtape, each project I'm putting out is going to be a different part of the kingdom or the castle. So okay. Wasteland Prince was just an introduction to, you know, what I'm on. The wine collection is, you know, like, if you walked into the castle, we just down in the wine cellar right now. You know, I got different bottles. I got a little cigar room over there, you know.
Okay.
And then future projects, I haven't exactly come up with, like, all the names for them, but one might be called like the Armory.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? One might be the library.
Right.
But it's just different parts of the castle.
Right. I dig that logic on that. That's dope right there. That's a nice concept. So, one more question. Mm-hmm. In the next 2 to 3 years, where do you see yourself as an artist? Mm-hmm. I know that you're a father.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And you go out there and you grind every day. Mm-hmm. So, where do you see yourself as a whole, carrying on with your passion and doing what you're doing?
Yeah, I see it, you know, just steady finding ways to blend the two. Because, I mean, I'm a father and a family man first, you know, because, you know, whether this is here or not, you know, that's something that, you know, you can't recreate. You can't recreate having a family. You can't recreate your children. You know, so, you know, whether any of this other stuff is here for us, that always comes first. So as far as with the music, you know, I just see myself continuing to evolve. You know, I'm always writing all the time, always, you know, listening to different influences, trying to definitely improve my craft and get sharper. I do see myself transitioning into a period where, you know, I'm strictly making a living from music and maybe some residual things around it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But right now, it's a passion. I'm investing into it. I'm seeing a little kickback from it, but I do have other hustles to support the fam, because as a man, you know, that always comes first.
Right. All right. So, trending topic question.
Okay.
Meek Mills and Drake.
Okay.
What do you think about all this?
You know, that's hip hop. You know what I mean? Like, first and foremost, I mean, if not being in the beef, you know what I'm saying, itself, you know, my opinion is just, you know, just what I'm seeing from the outside. Meek felt that, you know, Drake's lyrics might have been somewhat unauthentic at the speculation that he had a writer or whatever, whatnot. And you know, in rap and hip hop, that's a big thing. So
That's
he called him on it.
That's part of hip hop. There's really nothing really that authentic in hip hop. You know what I mean? Everybody is doing some type of biting. Somebody's doing writing.
Yeah.
Definitely always doing some type of writing. You know what I mean? Meek Mills is, I mean, he's a great performer. You know what I mean? Great artist all the way around. You know what I mean? But I think the whole thing is just petty. You feel me? It's all about just a bunch of pettiness and like trying to call somebody out on not writing their own lyrics. Like, I mean, what you think? That's gonna make people drop from not liking Drake because he can drop a song tomorrow and everybody's gonna be like, oh, okay. Well, I don't care.
I see it both ways because, you know, as an MC, if you claiming, you know, you a hot spitter and you that dude on the mic, but then it's like that. Just if it's a speculation that you're not writing some of your own stuff, that's a big thing.
Right.
I mean, that in and of itself is the issue that's at hand. But as far as the beef itself, if the two men have an issue and they want to settle it on wax, that's healthy for hip hop. That's, you know, you got to compete to see who's the best MC. If someone comes at you and comes at your throne, you got to protect it. So I mean, that's just a part of it.
They just need to do a battle. I mean,
I agree.
Just do a battle.
I mean,
just call it over with.
They released the tracks or whatever that was at hand, and I mean, Drake kind of got the lead foot out there.
Right. So
And,
it's
everybody was
like a race
waiting
now.
on Meek Mill, and you know what? But I'm a fan of both,
Right.
and I do know what Meek Mill is capable of. So the first track that he released, I don't even think that's like the end of it. I think that's kind of just like how Drake just kind of put out the charged up.
Yeah.
And then, you know, Meek, he dropping his little thing, and then he's also kind of making you wait, so he's throwing you off a little bit. So I think he's gonna come back with something a little harder too. But
I mean, I know he's on the tour right now and everything like that, so he's probably preoccupied. But
and then just growing up, you know, I remember the LL and Cannabis beef.
No, can't forget
up until, of course, you know, Pac and Biggie, and then, you know, to the point Nas and Jay-Z, and, you know, just the different little other beefs that have come along.
Right.
And I just think it's healthy as long as it stays as a point where it's strictly about the skill and it's bar for bar, song for song.
So you don't get the shooting up clubs.
Yeah, we don't need to take it that far because, you know, there's enough violence and enough things going on in the world over things that are way more important. So, you know, as far as, you know, this is a craft, this is a skill set, so let's just keep it battling at the skill set level and entertain the fans.
All right, cool, man. Well, it's been good interviewing you, man. I really appreciate you
coming
just
down
letting
here
us
too.
drop in on your session like this, you know what I mean? But it's been great, you know what I mean? I learned something new today, you know what I mean, about Vision Studios. This is actually one of my first times ever being out here. As long as I've been in Atlanta, one of my first times being out here.
Cool.
So it's just a blessing just to see this, you know what I mean? It's an inspiration to see people, you know what I mean, going just as hard as I am. I think I'm doing something, you know what I mean? So I see you going just as hard about your passion, and plus on top of that, you're a father, a working man, and you're an artist. So it's all good, man. I really appreciate it.
All right, appreciate you.
Thanks, bro.
All right, take it easy.
This has been the Artist Link Live. Man, subscribe, like, share, whatever it is you may do.
Oh, yeah.
As long as you keep watching. I'll let y'all later, man.
Holler at me on SoundCloud, legit-TWP.
But we're getting ready to leave Vision Studios, you know what I mean? It was a great interview, you know what I mean? Had a great time. See y'all next round.